Dr. Kayumba turned the follow and demanded something special. Dr. Kayumba Christopher had joined the politics and recently announced that in 5 years ahead, his party will be leading in Rwanda. Ignoring the imbalance to threatening to undermine airport security and is sentenced to 1 year in prison happened to him years later, still an issue going on to its end. Dr. Kayumba is a former professor at University of Rwanda who recently formed a political party currently operating in Rwanda, even though he still struggles with the legal certificate and approval. Attracted against his conviction in July 2020 and he was sentenced to 1 year in prison. Kayumba, who was released out in later 2020, appealed to sentence handed down by the Kicukiro Local Court to be blameless and is no longer unoffended. During his appeal to the Nyarugenge High Court, Dr. Kayumba, who pleaded to not guilty to the charges and said he had never accused and caused insecurity at the airport. The man, who already experienced explaining his point of view, said that the day he was accused of causing insecurity at the airport, he was not immediately arrested by those who supposed to do that, but was arrested in the evening, and it was not clear that someone would commit such a crime to let him go home. Would I have been less security at the international airport if there had been security forces to protect me from being arrested? And arrested in the evening is sounded weird. No mistrust the word of an scientist schools to my sentence of the prison. His lawyer, Mr. Nilenganya Jabrosco, said there were no need for witnesses in the case because there was a cameras at the airport that could capture all the actions so that they could justify the controversial to themselves. Dr. Kayumba had an evidence to make his right as he was still not due. The agnostic side has no factor and evidence to against Dr. Kayumba. The lawyer said images of his client should be brought to safety at the airport. It is not done. The client will be blameless and not offended by any crime, because at the airport, international airport security was there, cameras were there to show us the clear evidence of what they are charging him and blaming to him. Petition side said there were no reason for footage because some people at the airport had witnesses that Dr. Kayumba posing insecurity and they testified about it. Petition demanded that Dr. Kayumba continue to be sentenced of the crime almost years in prison. Not only was also backed in the charge of public alcoholism, but the Kicukiro District Court later blameless him due to what all Dr. Kayumba has done in public, and yet he was a professor at the University of Rwanda, stand as a role model of youth. Petition was suspended and the judge immediately confirmed that he will read the court's decision on July 8, 2021.